अपॉर्चुनिटी। सर अगर हम केपी और बलूचिस्तान की बात करें, अगर हम केपी और बलूचिस्तान की बात करें तो हमने पिछले 2 डेकेड्स में रिलीजियस एक्सट्रीमिज्म और फंडामेंटलिज्म, टेररिज्म से बहुत सफ़र किया है, लेकिन हमारी जो स्टेट है और पॉलिटिकल लीडरशिप, उनकी एक सॉलिड यूनिफाइड पॉलिसी नहीं रही है इस एक्सट्रीमिज्म और टेररिज्म से मुतालिक। फॉर इंस्टेंस टीटीपी को पहले आज़ाद छोड़ा गया, फिर स्वात ऑपरेशन हुआ, फिर उसके बाद जनरल फैज साहब आए, उन्होंने उनको रिलोकेट करने की कोशिश की ट्राइबल एरियाज़ में, फिर अब अफगान हुकूमत के साथ मिलकर उनके खिलाफ क्रैकडाउन हो रहा है। इसकी वजह से जो पश्तून और बलोच यूथ है उनमें एक एंटी स्टेट और एक एंटी आर्मी सेंटिमेंट पाया जाता है, जो कि आपको भी पता होगा, और जो ट्रांसलेट करता है आइडेंटिटी पॉलिटिक्स में। फॉर इंस्टेंस पुख्तून तहफ़्फ़ुज़ मूवमेंट, बलूचिस्तान लिबरेशन आर्मी, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल माई क्वेश्चन इज, व्हाई has the state or the political leadership, especially of KP and Balochistan, not been able to have this single unified policy against all sorts of terrorism? So, and what's the solution? How do we avoid this kind of dilemma that we are in?
Where are you from?
I'm from Ardan, KP.
Pakhtun alaka?
Pakhtun.
Kena. I mean, I'm so happy that you raised this, honest to God. एक तो ये जो आपके काउंटर पार्ट्स हैं ना, जो अदर प्रोविंसेस के, पर्टिकुलरली सिंध और पंजाब, दे आर वेरी नाइव, दे एट टाइम्स डोंट नो और दे हैव नॉट बीन थ्रू द एक्सपीरियंसेस probably which the people from KP and Balochistan has gone through. And according to one of your colleague, that they are more aware. I feel politically our people are more conscious than these urban center kids. And no offense, it's just a political conversation. Our people have been more active in the movement of MRD, they have been more conscious in contributing movement against one unit, so on and so forth. So our youth, our political leadership have been very, very active politically. This is what I'm referring to. But the urban centers has more advantages. The political side, these rural class have been more contributing towards shaping the political landscape of Pakistan. First of all, what should be the relationship of violence and state? Let's address this question first. Let's bring it in a chronological order. The state should have monopoly over violence. If we settle on this question, the later on following chronological order can be explored and understood quite well. Now, what happens that a group emerges within the society and it wants to have a shareholding in the company of the state, and it says, no, I also have got the right to violence. If state can be violent, why not me? And for the political reasons that I will tell state how to translate its foreign policy. I will tell state whom to align with. I will tell state on the basis of either religion, ethnicity, whatever. In our case, religion and ethnicity too. What is TTP? Why TTP is killing us? Because they feel that we sided with the Americans in the war on terror. This is the prime criticism of theirs. So they want to determine the foreign policy on all of us through tool of violence. That if you do not change this policy of yours, I will blow myself and I will kill you. This is what exactly we are doing. And then in the society, be it political leadership based on nationalism, ethnic nationalism, religious nationalism or ethnic nationalism, the role of these leadership were that they had to educate and contribute towards opinion making, which unfortunately we are not doing. What we are doing, as I was referring over here, that I am more interested in a constituency. I want an applause on my question. I want an applause on my answer. And I see what is the rhetoric and the popular view amongst this audience. And I align myself with this rhetoric. I do not lead, I become a follower. So these leaders which probably you were referring to me they are all dwarfs, they are all followers. They are not leaders. If they would have been leaders, they would have dissected all these tendencies on historical basis. Do you know who the Khwarijis were? Most of you would know. If any religious leadership in Pakistan would have been genuine, they would have or should have a view on Khwarijis in the initial days of the Islam. Who accused Sayyidina Ali? Amir Muawiyah, he said, dono kafir hai. When Amir Muljam was arrested and he was asked, "Yo badbakht, tumne kyun Hazrat Ali ko mara?" So he had no remorse. He had no remorse and he said, "Can I get a chance to eliminate Amir Muawiyah too? क्योंकि इन दोनों ने उम्मत को तकसीम की है." So this is the kind of attitude you are facing, and you are mum and silent and ignorant and just growing beard and interested in your audience, which is more rhetorical, which is more related to populism. What would be the end product? The end product would be the kind of a chaos we are experimenting in Pakistan. Same goes with our nationalist leaders. Wait, now this is my turn. You asked your question. Do you know your place in Mardan and my place in Quetta was sold about 100 years back? Sold by whom? By our great Afghan compatriots. When no doubt Peshawar was Afghanistan, when no doubt Quetta was Afghanistan, but when the British Raj was extending towards Tsarist Russia and the great game was happening, in the Treaty of Gandamak, it was sold for some rupees. So I am the sold part, you are the sold part. How come we go back and who would have the settlement of this 1 century, which the payment by the way has been received by the people residing in Kabul and Kandahar? So we are the sold one. Has these national leadership told you that, our forefathers have sold us? Have you heard? Do you want me to name them? I want to avoid. Some are from Charsadda, some are from Gulistan, and some are now recently in PTM. Have they ever told you that we have been sold? Pashtuns have never been asked that what sort of a house they want. In 5,000 years of their history, Kakneka, who is the ancestral forefather of my tribe, is buried in Iraq, who has a history of 5,000 years. Never they've been asked once in 1947, and they chose to remain in Pakistan. So Pashtun has got all psychological, social, political, economical stakes in the state of Pakistan. The biggest Pashtun population is not in Kabul, not in Kandahar, not in Quetta, not in Peshawar, it is in Karachi. Probably now followed by Lahore. Go and see the slums of Lahore, see the surroundings of Lahore. There is a huge Pashtun population even here now. The nation state is just like body politic. If you stop the blood flow movement, you will face death. The entire body politic of the nation state, the movement of the people has to be free. This is one of the basic definition of the state. Anyone can go to Waziristan and any wazir can go and settle in Gwadar or in Karachi or anywhere else. You cannot restrict on the basis of identity and translate all the policies on that basis. The modernization phase in 21st century is gone beyond. You're living in the era of artificial intelligence, and we are stuck that ग्वादर जो है वो बाहर के लोग नहीं आ सकते, ओके, कहाँ के आ सकते हैं? What is the American experiment? America turned into all of you, I know you want to go to US, whether somebody accepts it or denies it. Why? Because it attracted the best of the best around the world. And I can't send a teacher to Kalat or to Mastung because he is a Punjabi. How can this social experiment grow? It can't. We have to be very realistic now. Let me take the last one. Oh, okay, ये बच्ची इनसे पूछो.
So, sir, amidst the declining economic growth